Hi everyone. My answer that I chose for question 1 is work hardening. I chose it because the question was asking about a driver that was not working for some time and is returning home, and the recommendation was either a home exercise, home health, like an OT service at home basically, or work hardening. I chose the work hardening because it will give him the time to be able to simulate what he will be doing at work, whereas the home exercise, it only supports or maintains function that address his physical demands. It does not really address the demands of his work, but rather probably he's staying at home. And the home health will focus on safety and independence and only the home environment and not job related. So that's why I chose the work hardening. Question 1, my answer was to observe the child during his eating activity, because that would give me an insight, because seeing the child perform the activity would tell me a lot about what his weaknesses are, what he's finding problem with. That is why I chose that. But the question was asking about you getting ready to evaluate a child that is having concerns about his upper extremity, because it would be hard for me to go and hold that toddler and say to sit still and do range of motions and stuff. But when you see them perform the activity, you see where they are lacking and will be able to help better. Question 3, I chose the answer B. I'll ask the individual how they spend the New Year holiday, because that talks about the declarative memory. With the 60 seconds, the recall of objects within 60 seconds only access the short-term memory, and stating the place, date, and time that is assessing her orientation, and remembering to bring an item next session. That is, if that evaluates like prospective memory, so it doesn't really talk about the declarative. My next answer is the answer B for question 58, which says perform desired activity in simplified manner to conserve energy. So when you look at question 58, it's talking about somebody with Parkinson and is experiencing considerable fatigue. So I'm actually addressing the fatigue. So I can't force somebody to work through the fatigue. I can only help them to manage the fatigue. So I'll rather teach them energy conservation than rather asking them to work through it. So that is the reason why I chose that answer. Question 61 is talking about Guillain-Barré syndrome and the person having weakness. So with Guillain-Barré syndrome, you don't want to like aggravate whatever the person is going through. So I think the resistive exercise will be too intense for that person to endure. But the gentle, non-resistive exercise will help the person build a consistency to be able to strengthen the muscles that are weak. Question 65 was talking about the edema, the person with individual has a radiation with a breast cancer person. So the edema, the answers that we have, it says change of dominance training, right upper extremity exercise using isometric fitting of compression garment, and heat modality. So cancer patients, heat modality is also a contraindication for them. Upper extremity, the exercise will not really reduce the lymphatic. It will not help the lymphatic drainage or anything. It will only assist later for treatment of, but not in the early stage. But when you look at the compression, so for the lymphatic system to be able to drain, compression is the best way to go, and the first thing I would have done. So that is why I chose the answers. Thank you.